Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into my podcast once again. I had to share this. It's a Good Friday, and Good Friday is a very, I don't know if I can really get into all the details, but Good Friday is definitely a weird space for me. Um, of course, you know, being of a Christian home and household and growing up, of course, Easter is a major um, time of the year for Christians across the world, and it's no different for me. But this is a little bit of a different situation. Um, but when I read through this, I'm literally sharing a piece from a woman online. Her name is Natasha Main. She is a divorce and matrimony attorney in Florida. And I believe she has a Jamaican background. And she has wisdom that runs so deep. It's incredible. And I read this today and I said, oh my goodness, this is really, really something. I made a lot of decisions um, over a decade ago on Good Friday. So it's kind of a trigger for me, to say the least, with a lot of things that I was grappling with at the time, making decisions professionally and personally. So Good Friday kind of, when it comes around, even after all this time, it still is a quote unquote thing for me. But I want to read this passage. It's kind of long, but it is so important. And let me just read it. First, I have to find it. This is real life, you guys. What can I tell you? When you have something bookmarked and then all of a sudden you can't find it. Okay, here we go. So, let me just preface this with this. Anyone that has ever been in a relationship or have made very serious decisions about the relationship that they're in, and sometimes those relationships are toxic, sometimes those relationships are amazing. And sometimes you get to the next stage of the relationship where you're going to decide if you have children and all these sort of things. But we kind of, a lot of times, take for granted how deep it is to share your life with someone. So this can fit anybody, but this is really honing into women. We just got past Women's History Month, and I know that was in March, and we're in April now, but this is kind of the women's era right now. Coming off the heels, I think, from the election, and especially with Black women not always feeling seen and heard, this piece just sums up so much and how much it is, important for us to realize the decisions that we make and to take them more seriously. So let me read this passage. This is total credit to Natasha Main. She is an attorney. She's a divorce and matrimonial attorney. And thank you so much, Ms. Main, for sharing this with us, because it was something that I really needed to hear. So I'm going to read through the passage and we'll go from there. We are crowded. The weight we carry between our legs. As a woman, I have learned that our vagina remembers, even when our mind tries to forget. It is not just a body part, it is a vault, a recorder, a sacred seat. It holds the echoes of every man that you let in and every wound he refused to heal, his lust, his lies, his losses. You don't just lie with him, you lie with his residue. And this, beloved, is why we are crowded. We carry fatigue without cause, pain without diagnosis. Wombs weep through fibroids, cysts, infections, and symptoms we are told are quote unquote normal. But what if they're not medical? What if they're spiritual? What if your womb is grieving? Because when an unhealed man enters you, he leaves more than DNA. He leaves frequency, disruption, warfare. If he's carrying demons, you don't just love, you inherit war. This is why we are crowded. You become a burial ground for his chaos, a landfill for his spiritual clutter, a sanctuary turned storage, and no one teaches us to cleanse the soul after the body has been touched. We sage rooms, but not wombs. We cleanse skin, but not frequency. We leave the man, but keep what he left inside us, his ache, his apathy, his absence. This is why we are crowded. Closing your legs isn't about shame. It's about sanctity. It's about refusing to carry a man's unworthiness into your future. Stop calling casual what is cosmic. Stop calling soul ties, quote unquote, just sex. Stop letting trauma masquerade as connection. You wonder why your joy leaks, why your light dims, why your spirit stays tired, but your body is hosting spirits it never welcomed. It is time to reclaim your temple. Fast, pray, cleanse, consecrate. Lay your womb on the altar and say, take it back, burn it off, purify this portal, make it mine again. Because your body is not a museum of men who never honored you. Your vagina is not a graveyard for borrowed spirits. It is holy. It is electric. It is divine real estate, and it remembers. Just like men, as we women carry wounds too, some inherited, some invited, all in need of release. We must cleanse, or will continue carrying pain in the very place designed to create life. If you want to connect with me, you can on Instagram at Onyx Queen Media. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Have a great Good Friday.